morning and welcome to GrainTV for January 5th, 2012. Joining me today is Logan Burgess and I'm Brock Shimbano. In the overnight we had some macroeconomic news come out of Europe and the United States, as well as some fundamental news coming out of South America, which has driven the grain markets lower in the overnight. Corn was down 6 3/4, soybeans down 11 1/2, Chicago wheat was down 8, and Kansas City wheat was down 6. Now Logan, speaking of South American fundamental news, I know you delved into this a little bit more. Why don't you break it down for us, what's going on there?
Yeah, Brock, well, we saw kind of a big piece of confirmation come out this morning about how bad the situation in South America really is. The Parana region of Brazil, government agencies there, came out and downgraded the corn and soybean yields projections for 2012. Take a look here. Back in December, they were expecting around 7.4 million tons of corn. That's been since downgraded to 6.4 million tons. On the soybean front, 14.12 million tons expected back in December, 12.73 now expected here in January. You know, this is a substantial downgrade. This represents about 2% of corn and soybeans that the Brazilians were expecting out of the 2012 crop. So this is a significant downgrade. It really seems more like a confirmation, though, of what the market already knew. Do you agree with that? Do you think the market's really going to be buying on this, or is the market already priced this in?
I think for the most part the market has priced this in. We've been in a strong uptrend in the last couple of weeks. Most of that is due to the weather market that has been going on in South America. So I think this is not going to sway the market one way or the other. It's just confirmation of what we've already been pricing in.
Yeah.
So going forward, do you think there's any relief in sight for South America?
You know, it really doesn't look like there is any relief in sight. Take a look here. Here's the precipitation map of what's going on the ground in South America today. Here's that Parana region down in southern Brazil. Really no precipitation to speak of is going to be coming into that region into next week. Kind of the same story for this region of northern Argentina and southern Brazil that the market's really been watching. It's going to get worse down there before it gets better, it looks like. So we'll keep you posted on the weather front. We're going to take a quick commercial break here, and we'll come back to see how all this is playing out in Chicago.
I'll have to be honest with you. First thing I'm going to mention right up front is it's free. I like this service when it's free because, you know, you can tie up a lot of money in different services, and from experience I found out that sometimes you can pay a lot of money and you may not be getting that much out of it.
And welcome back to GrainTV. Brock, let's take a look here at Fire Tip and see how the trade's reacting in Chicago this morning.
We are a little bit lower than we were in the overnight. Corn is down 9, soybeans down 12 1/4, Chicago wheat is down 12 1/4 as well, and Kansas City wheat is down 11. Big news of the day, though, is the strength in the dollar index.
Yeah, Brock, the dollar index is really popping here. Take a look at the dollar index chart. We're kind of bumping our head against some resistance there at the 81 level. It wouldn't be surprising if we were able to break through there in the next couple of sessions, given all that's gone on in the European Union. The euro is the largest currency that comprises this dollar index. Can you take us through some of the price action we've been seeing over there?
Yeah, basically over the last 3 months or so, we've had a clear downtrend in that euro currency, most of it stemming from sovereign debt issues, stemming out of France, Italy, Spain, a few other countries. And something to keep in mind going forward is that Spain and Italy actually have debt auctions next week, so we'll have to keep our eyes on how that goes and how it's going to affect the dollar index going forward.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this strength in the dollar index plays into export sales, especially given the strength in the grain market that we've seen as of late. You know, we do have a delayed export sales report coming out tomorrow, so we might not see the results of this in tomorrow's report, but certainly moving forward, I got to think it's going to affect export sales.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you right there, Logan. We will see this affect export sales if we continue to see strength in the dollar index. The euro currency did hit a 15-month low against that dollar index today, so that's definitely a significant factor as we move forward here. Something else to keep in mind is on January 12th, we have the USDA supply and demand report as well as the crop production report, so we're looking for some revisions there on January 12th.
Yeah, well, moving toward January 12th, we'll keep you posted here on GrainTV. Thanks for tuning in today. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and we'll catch you tomorrow for the weekly wrap-up.